Hello, this is Not the End Crochet, and this is one of my current whips. It's going to be a pretty good size throw that I'm doing with the Barnett Blanket Perfect Phasing. I originally bought 4 skeins, and then I decided, well, that's not going to be long enough. I need 4 more, and they're in UPS. Well, I don't know. I've been waiting for them since the first week in this month. This month is October, so I've been waiting. Where's my yarn? And they keep sending me emails, failure to deliver and stuff like that. Yeah, I know that. I don't have my yarn. Where is it? And so I end up writing Joanne. I hadn't heard from them yet, so I don't know. But this is what I have at the present time. And this is a stitch that I use. I haven't named it because I said, well, surely somebody's already done this. But maybe they haven't. So usually I just call it the 2-in-1 because there are 2 front posts on one side and 1 front post on the other. And in order to get this effect with this yarn, when I started with the first cake, I pulled from the outside. With the second cake, I had to pull from the inside. The third cake, I'm pulling from the outside. That's the only thing that's going to make it do that gradient back and forth, back and forth. And I want that blue stripe, so that's it. I'm using Susan Bates 8. And it's going right through it just fine, so no problems there. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be big. So it's not really a short-term thing that I see being done within the next couple of weeks, maybe the next month. Because who knows, maybe when I do manage to get the rest of my yarn, I'll need 4 more cakes. I don't know. But this is what I've done so far. I've been working on it for about a week and a half. So it's coming along. Okay, I finally started working on the last 3 basic beanies from my donation project. And whew, tell you, when this is through, I'm probably gonna cry because this has been a long time. I've been working on this a year. That's how many beanies it was. I think it ended up being 27, I think. And it's getting cold in this part of North Carolina, so somebody's gonna be needing these hats really soon. Let's see here. Yeah, and it's the Eco Cozy watercolors that Michael's had last fall season. And the hook I'm using is a 7, I believe. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, it's a Clover 7. And this works really well with this yarn. Here's the one beanie I finished. I hadn't put the slouchy tassel on it yet because I have to wait until I'm through with all 3 to see how much yarn is left in order to divide it properly amongst all 3 hats. But I did get started on it. And, you know, I said I didn't like green, but it looks alright. It looks pretty good. As long as it keeps somebody's head warm. That's all that matters. Okay, this is a long-term project I'm working on. This is my full-length granny square duster. And I have started doing the white, black, white square and the black, white, black square. I didn't pull all of them out because there's a bunch of squares. Because it's kind of hard to get them back in the shelf that I got them stored in. So we just bring out these 2. And these are getting really flat. But I'm not worried because I got 2 more skeins. Big old fat juicy skeins. So there's no time limit on this, but I would like to have it at least sort of put together by January, if God give me grace and life. We'll see. But I think it's going to be kind of nice. I'm already thinking that it's going to be trimmed in black. That's what's going to hold everything together. I think that'll work pretty good. I don't know about the white being on the edge like that. We'll see. And the thing about it is that I don't know if it's going to fit me just perfect. Because I'm a little squat woman, so I don't know. Once I get everything connected with stitch markers and little ties and try it on, then I'll know whether I'll need to border my squares or not. You know, but by my calculations, it should be the right size. We don't know that. Just gotta wait and see. No pattern. I don't use the pattern. But this is it. One more thing I forgot to add is that the Gemini hook that I was using, I switched it out because I got a shipment and I got a wooden 5.5. I thought it would be more durable. And plus, I almost dropped the cast one and I don't want that to break. So this is what I'm using, and it's still just singing right through that yarn. Okay, I've been playing with this purse for the last 2 or 3 months, and I haven't finished it yet. And it's not that it's not a nice project, I don't know, something about it. Anyway, I end up choosing beige for the lining. Well, I didn't like it, and I just tore all that material up. It was 2 yards, I believe, and I ended up just cutting it up, and I didn't like it, so I just ended up throwing it in the trash. And they didn't really have anything that matched it or matched this. I ended up getting this. This is close. This is as close as I got to it, and I think it'll work out because all the little specks in there. Here's my zipper. There's that. Go in there to help it lay flat. And I did manage to find my buttons that go. Well, yeah, I found my buttons because they were needed in order for everything to match. See, this goes with the snood and hexa cardigan that I did earlier in the year. It's like a 3-part thing. And there's the inside. And I don't really plan on doing much else to it outside making a change purse. And I got a chain inside for it. Just waiting for it. Eventually I'll get to you. But there it is. It's not a bad design or anything. And I put D-rings on the handle. And I think this is the hook I was using, Clover 6. So hopefully I'll finish it. That's what it needs. It needs to be finished. Okay, here's my next project. Out of the blue, I decided, okay, I want to learn how to do a willow square. Well, when I did one, I said, well, that's not enough to teach me how to do a willow square. I need to do more. And this is what I end up with. Out of the Dollar Tree yarn, just yarn. And it all hinges on how many squares I can get out of the yarn. It was running like 2 squares per skein, and then one was like 1.5, and then the other was like, see, that's what I mean. This is out of this one skein, which is 2 whole squares and about 1/4 of a square. So we'll just have to see, and once I get them all crocheted up, see how many squares I have. Then I'll know how big the Afghan is going to be. See this. Like that. Got plenty of yellow. Cyan. And I saw them sitting on the shelf, and I said, you know what? I'm sick of looking at them. Let me make something out of it. And that's how I come up with this. And I'm steady pulling out. Some more purple. There's some purple I started and stopped. There's some more. Amber. What's it? Ember. Let's see. It's got an E on it. Ember. And here's another shade of purple. It's in a purple mood, I guess. There was some purple. There was more purple. But anyway, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a really large Afghan. And I don't mind that as long as I can commit the willow square to memory. I don't really have a timeline on this. It's just, you know, when I get the time, I'll work up a square. Usually I try to do at least one square a day. So I really don't know when this will be finished. Hopefully before too long. But I don't know. I do plan on finishing it. I just don't know when. If I can get some of this other stuff out the way, it probably wouldn't take me nearly as long. But we'll see. I think it's going to be pretty. Very pretty. The willow square is a beautiful square. So yeah, I think it's going to be really nice. Okay, at this point you're probably saying, well, not, you haven't finished a thing. And you'll be right. Everything is like in flux. I don't know, my brain's working overtime or something's going on. Because usually I don't have no more than about 3 things going at one time at the most. Not this time out. But anyway, this is my Granny to Infinity Square throw. And I watched Play Hooky with me, and she showed how to do it. I understood, but the way she showed it, perfect. Other people, I didn't understand what they were talking about. Anyway, if you're interested in doing this type of blanket, you need to go see her. Highly recommend it. Now, I had a bunch of half skein scraps, and that's what this is made out of. But as I crocheted out, I started running out of more and more yarn. And finally, I ended up with gray. And I had a little bit of lavender. Now, I still got some scraps. Let me show them to you. But it's not near as what I had when I started. Got these little bitty tidbits. I got these. Now, you might want to say, well, how come you didn't put that in there? Well, they weren't enough to go around the blanket again. It's not enough yarn. So, what I'm going to do with it? Probably going to do a border. I hadn't decided what kind yet, though. But it's going to be pretty funky looking because it's going to be all different colors. It's going to like run out just like everything else did. But I'm not worried about that. I got a book to show how to do all kind of edgings and stuff. So I'm going to get started back on it. Because eventually I'm going to probably get bored with something else I'm doing. And then I'll finish it. But it shouldn't take me no more than a day or 2. Yeah, maybe 3. If I get bored. But that's it. And all I can say is, whew. And the worst thing about it, I don't think I'm through making stuff. I know I'm not. Because I got some yarn here lately from, I bring it every day, and all I can see is a hat and a really nice scarf. So I'm itching to get started on that. So it'll probably be one more in the hopper. Well, maybe next time out I'll actually have something finished. Y'all hang tight. Toodles.